What up, fam? It's your boy LSK, aka Super Saiyan Drizzy, and today we're reacting to another Courtside TV video. Shout out to him. The original video will be linked down below. And today we're watching NBA moments you never knew were rigged. Now, I'm not one to conspiracize. Is that a word? Don't know. I don't believe in this NBA rig thing. You know, I always get heated in the moment and may say like, oh yeah, refs rigged this one. So I'm just curious. Let's just hop right into this.
The NBA is without a doubt the most competitive basketball league in the entire planet. However, there's been multiple incidents that have made fans question the genuine competition on it and suspect whether there's been a hidden black glove helping different sides to favor league's interests. Join us now as we take a look at the 10 most rigged moments in NBA history. Number 10, the Knicks win the 1985 lottery. In probably the first infamous case of a potential rig in—
Alright. Sorry. My audio was bad last video. I apologize. Hopefully it's
the NBA, the 1985 lottery is best remembered for the conspiracy theory surrounding the New York Knicks and their suspicious victory. Back in 1985, the league had a very different odds system than it does nowadays. Their solution to prevent tanking was give every team the same odds at the #1 pick. And everybody wanted it more than ever that year, as Patrick Ewing headlined the draft class. Ewing was the most hyped up center to come out of college since Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, almost 2 decades prior, and rightfully so. Due to all the hype surrounding him, it's believed the league office wanted Ewing to land on a big market team. So when the New York Knicks won the 1985 lottery, this raised a lot of concerns over the event's legitimacy. Then NBA Commissioner David Stern, a New York native, allegedly bent the corner of the envelope that included the Knicks logo so he could easily identify it when grabbing it. Another version of the theory states that the Knicks envelope was put inside a freezer up until the moment they were brought on stage. Either way, Stern never admitted to rigging the lottery. And if that actually was the case, Stern made sure to carry it to the grave. Number 9, the 2006 NBA Finals. According to multiple conspiracy theories, the NBA not only rigs league events like the lottery to make sure the outcome that's best for business
this dude is sold on
but
the
they
NBA
also
being
fix
rigged.
games. This is something that's relatively easy to do if you crook your referees. In 2006, the league was reportedly interested in showcasing rising Miami Heat superstar Dwayne Wade, who was teaming up with Shaquille O'Neal. The league office apparently believed the 2006 finals were a great opportunity to elevate Wade's stock and continue to capitalize on O'Neal's big name. Which is why, as the theory goes, the league instructed its officials to make sure the Heat won the series. This looked like a hard task after the Heat lost the series' first 2 games by double-digit margins.
I'm sorry, this is all subjective, dude.
4 straight games. After shooting 24 free throws in games 1 and 2 combined, Dwayne Wade went on to average 18.3 free throws per game in games 3 through 6. One of the most controversial calls of the series came late in game 6, when Wade was driving to the basket and elbowed Dirk Nowitzki in the face. Instead of Wade being issued an offensive foul, Nowitzki was called for a shooting foul and Wade went to the free throw line. The Mavericks got their revenge in the 2011 NBA Finals, but to this day, nobody has any clue how the Heat won 4 straight games in the 2006 series.
Hey man, Wade
Number 8,
is just goated.
Draymond
Why
Green
can't we just
suspension in the
give Wade
2016
props?
NBA Finals. Coming out of nowhere to win the 2014-15 NBA championship, the Golden State Warriors became the most unstoppable team in the NBA. And in the 2016 NBA Finals,
I know
they
you
were once
haters
again
in
beating
there,
the Cleveland
like,
Cavaliers. Everybody was looking forward to
Relax.
a fully healthy Cavs squad matching up against the Warriors after Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love were sidelined in the previous year's finals due to injury.
3-1, baby.
The Cavaliers were down 2-1 and were close to going 3-1 after Game 4. In that game, Draymond Green was 1 flagrant foul away from being suspended for 1 game per NBA playoff rules, something the Cavs knew well. In Game 4, LeBron James baited Green into drawing a flagrant foul by pushing him to the floor and stepping over him. Green, of course, took exception and answered by jabbing at LeBron's groin without making much contact. Nothing was called in the moment other than a double personal foul on James and Green. But the next day, the league office issued a flagrant foul to Green for a retaliatory swipe of his hand to the groin of James. It's pretty odd the league would take such action the day after the game had already ended and the Cavs went down 3-1. But as the story has it, the NBA wanted to protect their poster boy and give the Cavaliers a chance of snapping the city's 50-year-plus sports championship drought. And it worked.
Courtside. I came here to watch some rigged moments. Right now I'm watching NBA moments I think are rigged because I do not like LeBron James. That's what the title should be.
Worked, as the Cavs won 3 straight games and the 2016 NBA Finals.
I was there, and it was the greatest comeback in sports history.
Number 7, Chris Paul's trade to the Lakers.
Okay, now this
one
was a little
Chris
sus.
Paul was drafted by the then New Orleans Hornets in 2005.
To this day,
I like
obviously I was that fan that
but despite CP3
was okay with
balling
it.
out, the Hornets weren't getting the results
But,
Paul or the team expected.
Yeah.
And after multiple tries of
Now
making
that you
things
see
work
what's
out in
going
New
on in the
Orleans,
league
the front
today,
office started looking to trade Paul and get something good back. Fearing
Chris
he would
Paul
leave
is-
in free
like,
agency.
he's still
Paul's
good,
tenure
but
in a Hornets
dude, like,
uniform also coincided with the
best
team
point guard in
heavily
the
struggling
league
on the
by
financial
far.
side of things. The team was forced to
At
play
this
2
point, when he
seasons
was
in
on New
Oklahoma
Orleans.
City between 2005 and 2007
And
due to Hurricane Katrina
dude,
destroying
I
New
might-
Orleans. And they could
I
never
might
recover
be
financially
called crazy
after
here,
the
but
blow.
I
Then
think
owner
Chris Paul
George
as the
Shin
point
was
guard is
unable to
better
cover
than-
the team's losses.
Like,
by
I would rather
2010
have Chris
and
Paul than
looked to
Steph
sell
Curry,
his
but that's just me.
franchise.
That's just
Fearing
me.
the new
Obviously,
ownership
like,
group would
you
look
know,
to relocate
scoring
the team.
and
The NBA made sure they
Curry's
would keep
amazing.
control of the franchise
Don't
by
get-
buying
don't
it
get it
themselves.
twisted.
That's how
But I
David
don't know,
Stern
like,
vetoed
prime
the
Chris
2011
Paul, like,
three-team
I
trade
just-
that would have sent Chris Paul to the Lakers. Stern, in
I just
representation
might
of team ownership, vetoed
want.
the
It's just
trade
the
as he
systems
believed the
these
Hornets
days
were
are-
getting very little back in exchange for Paul. Hornets general manager Dell Demps apparently agreed to the deal without consulting the ownership group, that being the league office, and the trade fell apart. But just 4 days
He tried
later,
it.
CP3 was officially traded to the
tried
Los
it.
Angeles Clippers. This move enraged Laker fans, who questioned why Stern wouldn't veto this trade as well. We'll never know, but watching a duo of Chris Paul and Kobe Bryant together would have been a thing of beauty. Number
It would.
6,
It
the
would
New
have
Orleans
been.
Hornets
It
win the
would have been,
2012
man.
lottery. Did you think that's where the
what
Hornets
was that
story
one?
ended?
Sorry.
It turns out there's an Did you think 2012 lottery? Did you think that's where the Hornets story ended? It turns out there's an even more obscure continuation. The league remained in control of the Hornets franchise through early 2012, as the team continued to struggle both financially and on the court. Stern had previously said the league wasn't in any rush to sell the team, but it had been almost 2 years
Bro, they
since
have,
they had
like,
bought it.
always
the Hornets
star
were finally
power,
sold to Tom
but
Benson
yet
on
they
April
struggle.
2012
Like,
after lengthy
I don't know,
discussions,
it's just
and he was
something about New
committed to
Orleans,
keeping the
bro. Like, I don't
franchise in
get
New
it. They
Orleans,
have all these
a key
fans
part of the
for
league's agreement to sell the
football,
team to him.
but
did the
basketball, I
agreement
just
also include the first pick in the 2012
get
NBA
it.
draft?
Why is
On
that?
May 30th, just a month and a
'Cause
half
even,
after
like-
Benson acquired
even,
the
like,
Hornets,
Zion
the team
isn't,
won the
like, I feel
lottery
like
and
he's
the
just
Anthony
not
Davis
really
sweepstakes,
talked about
despite
as much,
only
bro.
having a
He's having, like, a
13% chance of
career
winning,
year, bro,
the
like,
4th best odds.
I mean, given his
This
second
prompted
season, but
rumors about
it-
Stern
like,
once again possibly rigging the
he's averaging
NBA
30,
draft
bro.
lottery to sweeten the league's deal with Benson. But as was the case with the Knicks in 1985, we'll never really know. Number 5, the 2002 Western Conference Finals.
Oh, boy.
Another well-known case of the league apparently
boy.
favoring big market teams and players
know
in a
you
playoff
King
series was
fans
on
are
display
just-
in the 2002 Western Conference
You're licking your
Finals. The
chops,
Sacramento
just-
Kings were bringing
oh,
the fight to the back-to-back
fuck the
champions, the
Lakers.
Los Angeles Lakers, in 2002. Those Kings had an exciting core of Chris
Man.
Webber, Peja Stojakovic,
That
Mike
was a
Bibby,
squad,
Vlade Divac,
bro.
and Doug Christie that was close to
That
the
was such a
2002 NBA
squad.
Finals. It was Game 6, and the Kings had a 3-2 series lead, with the game tied at 75 entering into the fourth quarter. The Lakers shot a putrid 38.5% from the field in the fourth period, but were somehow awarded 27 free throws, compared to only 9 to the Kings.
Hey, man, that's
One of
tough.
the more egregious calls featured a similar elbow to the
That
face
was-
situation, with Kobe
No
Bryant
foul,
hitting
man.
Mike Bibby right in the face
Oh.
late in the game. Yet Bibby still getting called for a shooting foul that allowed Bryant to hit the 2 game-winning free throws. The Lakers then won Game 7 in an overtime thriller that left Kings fans deflated and questioning whether the league office used
that is
crooked
something I
referees to
forgot
ensure
about.
that Kobe, Shaq, and the Lakers won the
Should have
series.
made that, man.
Number 4,
Could've changed
Michael
the story
Jordan's
if you made that
1998
shot.
NBA Finals
Guys.
infamous shot.
Listen, all these rig stories. Look, it just hit your shots. Hey, they could have 30 free throws in the game. Hit your shots, you win the game. It's really that simple. I don't know what to tell you.
We've all
other
heard
than
about
just
the
make your
shot.
shots.
That's how the game-winning mid-range jumper by Michael Jordan in the 1998 NBA Finals is known by NBA fans. The shot is so famous because it gave the Bulls a 1-point win in Game 6, as well as their 3rd straight
what's the-
championship that represented the second three-peat in franchise history and the 6th title in 8 seasons. But was this an instance of the league favoring their larger-than-life superstar Michael Jordan? The Jazz had a 3-point lead in Game 6 with about 1 minute remaining in the fourth quarter. But with just 40 seconds left on the clock, Jordan scored a layup to cut the Jazz's lead to 1. Utah then decided to feed Karl Malone and let him go to work on offense. But the mailman was stripped by Jordan. The Bulls had the last possession and gave the ball to their best player. MJ stood atop the three-point line, dribbled to his right, then crossed over left before draining the game-winning jump shot. But few people mention that when Jordan crossed over Byron Russell before hitting the shot, he actually pushed him, which should have been called an offensive foul. The Bulls would have had to return to Chicago for a Game 7, and history might have been different.
Okay, guys, we can make that as an actual fair argument, but like, are you gonna make that call? Are you really gonna make that call, bro? I just think like sometimes that's why refereeing, you know, it's a tough call. It's a tough because I could sit here, obviously, like when you're not in the game, right? It's so easy to be like, oh, that's a call, that's a call. Oh, missed call here, missed call there, and get frustrated. But then when you like see it for what it is, it's like that's just life, you know. That's the game. Like I said, if you put your team into a position to win, there's like all these like what ifs. It just wouldn't be a what if, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I just think like thinking in that. I don't know. I just feel like it's negative thinking. You know what I'm saying? I just would rather like just enjoy that moment rather than like, oh, that's a fucking foul. Like, bro, you got cross, bro. You put yourself in that shift, and he was able to. It's just tough, bro. It's just you just gotta live with it in your fucking mouth.
Jeopardy. Number 3, the Cleveland Cavaliers win the 2011 lottery. In another one of the most infamous lottery victories in the event's history, the Cavs were big winners in 2011. LeBron James had just taken his talents to South Beach 1 season earlier, and the Cavs went from Eastern Conference contenders to garbage in less than 1 year, finishing the 2010-11 season with a 19-63 record. They had previously acquired the LA Clippers 2011 first-round pick and also had their own, which was projected to be a high pick given how bad they'd performed.
Who did they pick, though?
The Cavaliers' own pick landed 4th. But the world was shocked when the Clippers pick, which belonged to the Cavs, won the lottery despite having just a 2.8% chance of converting into the number 1 pick. Many people believe such lottery success represented the league making up for James's exit to Miami.
Who was that?
Because it was nearly impossible for the Cavs to win the lottery that year. Number 2, the 1988 NBA Finals. You've heard this story before, a theory about the league favoring a big market team in a key playoff series. Add this to the fact the Detroit Pistons didn't have the best reputation around in the league. The Bad Boys Pistons, as they were called back in the day, were known for having a very physical style of basketball that relied on more grit and toughness than in superb skills.
Bro, you know who want to be a bad boy so bad?
This was the total opposite to the Los Angeles Lakers, their rivals in the 1988
I only say that because I saw
Finals.
a clip of him
it was
like
a clash of
button heads
styles,
to ZACK.
and reportedly, the league believed it was best for business for the Magic Johnson-led super team of the Lakers to remain on top. The Pistons held a 3-2 lead coming into Game 6 and were up by 1 point late in the championship clinching matchup. But with 14 seconds left on the game clock, Bill Laimbeer was called for a foul on Kareem.
It's always against the Lakers, bro. I got a feeling courtside, you got something against the Lakers, dude.
1988 title. The Pistons still won back-to-back championships in 1989 and 1990.
Oh wait, no,
but many people believe Detroit was robbed of a glorious three-peat in favor of the fan-favorite Showtime Lakers. Okay. And number 1. Dikembe Mutombo confirms the NBA lottery is rigged? So, we've seen multiple instances in NBA lottery history that have made people question its legitimacy, right? Well, in 2016, Dikembe Mutombo might have secretly revealed that the lottery is indeed rigged. Hours before the 2016 NBA lottery,
what the fuck?
The legendary Mutombo sent out the NBA lottery is rigged?
Oh.
So, we've seen multiple instances in NBA lottery history that have made people question its legitimacy,
I gotta pay attention.
Well, in 2016, Dikembe Mutombo might have secretly revealed that the lottery is indeed rigged. Hours before the 2016 NBA lottery, the legendary Mutombo sent out a tweet congratulating the Philadelphia 76ers on winning that year's first overall pick. He later apologized for the early congratulations, but this left many people wondering how Mutombo knew what would happen hours before the lottery was aired. Now, if we're being fair, the
Well,
actual drawing of
aired,
the
though.
ping pong balls and the lottery event does happen hours before the results air
Yeah,
on
bro,
TV.
I've been
Also,
there.
the Sixers did have the worst record in the NBA.
See, I know the facts. I know the facts, bro. I was there. I've been into how the draft process works, and it's not live, bro. It's literally not live. Like, if I wanted to, I could, like, he just leaked it. But, like, we literally can't even have our phones in that room, probably since the MUTOMBO accident. But, like, if you went into a certain area, you, like, weren't allowed on your phone. And if they saw you, they'd kick you out. So, I mean, and then obviously, like, you can't expose anything if you're within, like, the NBA, if you're around the NBA, like, the NBA protocol, whatever the fuck. But I went to one of the drafts, and, like, yeah, like, I knew who got drafted before people watching.
And the best odds at the #1
Pretty
pick.
sure.
So them winning isn't that big of a surprise.
It was like and it wasn't that
how
off.
did
It was
Mutombo
like
know the outcome when
give or
supposedly
take an
nobody
hour. I
outside
don't
the
know.
lottery
Like,
room should know the
it
results
obviously
beforehand.
changes every
That's
year.
probably
so.
one of the strongest arguments to support the fact that the NBA lottery is indeed rigged. Which one of these was the most evidently rigged moment? Let us know.
I'll be honest, dude. Evidently rigged. I can't say. The only one that's really just the most sus to me will always just be that Lakers series. But, I mean, even then, bro, it's like I said, call it what you want. But at the end of the day, you just got to make your shots. And the outcome would be different. So, I don't know. Like I said, I don't really like feeding into too many conspiracy. Because at the end of the day, it is what it is. It's over. So, really going back and forth about, oh, what if this person did this? Oh, what if they accepted that? Then, like, but it didn't happen. So, like, what's the point of even conspiracizing? It's not a word. I just made that up today. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Make sure you guys go check out the original link down below and tweet at me or follow me on Instagram. Let me know what to react to next. I will see you guys again soon. Peace. Yeah.